I'm Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. Just have a really short haul today, and I wanted to show you the shirt I got at Encore. I have one more left to go, Encore style. This being probably one of my favorites. Give you a little look at it. It is Lucky brand, which is definitely one of my favorite brands, and it had the original tags on it. So I think I paid $15 for it, and this tag right here says $69.50, so I did pretty good. Here's the haul. Picked up a 3-piece starter set, or that's what I'm calling it anyways, of Sango China in their Majesty collection. The pattern is called Khan, and it is an 8078 line, produced between 1984 and 1989. Give you a little close-up right here. Very dainty little blue and pink flowers with a platinum trim. I have right here an 8-inch soup bowl. I have the 6.5-inch bread plate and a berry bowl right here. They do have a few minor utensil marks on the inside, but otherwise in wonderful condition. Manufactured in Indonesia, named Sango for the founder of the company. The founder of the company was the Akishi family, and their hometown in Japan was Sango. I'm going to be asking, I think, $15 for this 3-piece set. Fenton Silver Crest right here. It's milk glass. Actually, one of 3 pieces of milk glass I found. I'm going to start with the Silver Crest right here. You can see the crimp top right here is clear in the Silver Crest line. They started making Silver Crest in the 1940s all the way to the 1980s. And actually, this piece does not have an embossed oval logo on it, so I know it had a paper foil, and I believe it dates to the 1950s. I did find it in a catalog, and I was surprised to see that this bowl came with a round platter, so it's actually part of a chip and dip set. And if I had both pieces, they sell in the $45 range, I would say. Just having this lovely little bowl by itself, I'll be asking $20. Just an interesting fact about Fenton and their opal glass and milk glass. They first started producing opal glass as opposed to milk glass, which came out later. You can tell the difference, and that will help you tell the year difference. If you have an older piece of opal glass and you hold it up to the light, you'll see kind of a fiery opalescence to it. This is thicker milk glass, and I know it's not the opal glass. Found this at the Goodwill, fell in love with it. Great time to be finding holiday items. Love the gingerbread and holly and berry pattern right there. This is a 7 3/4 wide mixing bowl. I believe it was part of a set. I'll show you that is a little gingerbread man on the inside, and the name of the pattern, believe it or not, is gingerbread. It was produced by Noble Excellence, 2004. And the funny thing about this is I also see the exact same pattern made by Hearthstone Pottery out of Zanesville, Ohio. It's also called gingerbread. I tried to research the connection between the two, and I just couldn't come up with anything, and I did notice other people were also trying to find the connection. So they must be connected somehow. This piece was made in the USA, as Zanesville, Ohio is also in the USA, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be asking for it. I will let you know. I picked up this beautiful Homer Laughlin covered sugar bowl in the springtime pattern at the Women's Homeless Shelter thrift store. Actually, it had been there for quite some time, and every time I went in there, I would pick it up. I would say, oh, it's so gorgeous, and look it up and down because it really is gorgeous. Beautiful colors and great condition, but the price was a little too high. This time when I went in, it had dropped to half price, so I picked it up. I know it dates to 1995. Nope, 1955. Quite a big difference there. It's a 1955 piece, and I'll show you in a little bit how I know the date is correct. Homer Laughlin started making different shapes in the late 1930s. And I'm going to give you a quick rundown of some of the shapes and the timeline. Nautilus being the first in 1937, Georgian also 1937, the swing shape introduced at the World's Fair, 1939. The theme shape, also 1939. Debutante, 1948. Rhythm in the 1940s, and the Cavalier shape that you see right here was from the 1950s. And I did find a catchphrase in the catalog from 1955 that stated, "The new dinnerware pattern captures forever the impossible loveliness of early spring, and the dainty pink and gray blossoms blend gracefully with a soft pink band." They're pretty good with their words back then. I'm going to be asking $16 for it. So here's how you can tell the date and a bunch of other stuff about this piece right here. You can see the J right there stands for the month, which is October. The 55, 1955, followed by an N, which stands for the plant. It was made in the Newell plant. And that's how you can date Homer Laughlin pieces. A half-price Goodwill find. It's milk glass, hazel atlas in the Alpine pattern. It's a 9-inch round bowl. And if you've seen my videos before, I tend to pick these up quite often, or fairly often anyways. You can see it has a swirly kind of a shape right here. 1940s, 1960s, I think I said that. It comes in different, or it came in different names, kind of according to the color. The blue was called Capri, only the blue was called Capri, same pattern. It was called Colonial Swirl if it was clear glass, and the green glass was known as Seashell Green. All made pretty much around the same time, 40s through 60s. I'll be asking $14 for this bowl. This is a really cool milk glass fish platter produced by McKee. It's a glass bake product. If you saw the logo before, it might have been a little hard to read because it's kind of in a reverse on the back of the piece right there. 1955, 18-inch fish platter, like I said. Originally came with a cradle, and this one had a foil label on it, so I know that this one, not particularly this one, but I have seen them before with the foil label, and I know that it is in the Silhouette line, and it did have a label right here stating that it was Silhouette. It also came in clear, and they made smaller side platter dishes to go with it also, and I'm gonna ask about $20 for it. It's in really nice condition. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Another half-price find at the Goodwill. Blue was the color of the week, and usually you can't find anything in the color of the week, but I got fairly lucky this time, and I picked up 4 sets, gorgeous condition, of Noritake Cook and Serve China. That's the line, the Cook and Serve line. Made in Japan, 1959, 1962. Pattern's called Wild Ivy. And you can see right there, they are detergent proof. I just thought that was really cool, detergent proof. I'm gonna be asking $20 for the set of 4. This was another Goodwill find. I fell in love with the speckled glaze, a pink speckled glaze with a little bit of black in it, very 1950s. If you saw the bottom, I showed you before, you could see about as much as I could see on there. I couldn't make anything out of it. I actually did a rubbing on it and still came up with nothing. Couldn't find much to go on. I thought it might be Bayer, but it wasn't, and a few other companies. So I did put it out to a pottery group. They are experts. And somebody came up with exactly what this is. Thank you. It's Gilmore Potteries out of Gilmore, Texas. They were in business from 1951 to 1977. And this vase stands about, well, I think it's a planter, 7 inches tall by 3 inches. You can see the inside, maybe you can't, but there's a hole in there. So I know it's more of a planter than a vase, but it's in gorgeous condition. It has that 1950s pink speckled look about it, And they sell for, I think, about $20. Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed the haul, even though it was kind of on the small side. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, leave me a comment, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye. Pick it up and hold it and look at it, but thank God I waited. No, I didn't think. This being in the Cavalier one. China thing right here. Oh, didn't work. And you should be able to see your finger right there. I cannot see my finger right there. It's bone china.